Hey,
Hey, how are
hey,
you?
how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good,
How's the family doing?
good. Everybody good out here in California, Sacramento.
Oh, y'all.
Yeah,
Oh, you in California?
yeah.
Oh, that's big. You don't have to stay in Houston?
Huh?
You didn't have to stay in Houston?
No, no, no. I came out here with the
Oh,
family,
that's what's
so.
up. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. What or who inspired you to pick up a basketball?
Um, Geez, I think just being around basketball throughout my life, brother, uncles, cousins, all played a game of basketball. So just being around my family and friends and things like that inspired me to do it. And obviously, watching LeBron, Paul Pierce, and being able to see the Kansas greats and things like that play, and told me, I want to do this as well. So
Okay. So I know you come from humble beginnings, reading all the articles and actually living through the Ben McLemore phase at Wellston.
yeah.
Just what made you decide to go to Oak Hill after the Wellston School District dismantled?
Well, obviously, when that happened, what Misha was saying or what was going down was that everybody was going to transfer to Normandy School District. And,
Okay.
being a Westonian, that wasn't happening for me, especially being a, inner city rival that it was, and all the, long time history, the with Normandy and Wellston and stuff like that. So I told myself right away I wasn't doing it. I wasn't going there. So, but then, when I guess when word got out and my coach at the time, Coach Jed McCall, came in and told me about the Oak Hill situation, and I thought it was a blessing to just get that school, and and especially with the history behind that, offer me to go to school there and
Yeah,
play there as well.
Mello
It
and
was
all of
amazing.
them.
Yeah, so that's how that went about.
That's that's what's up. And then you ended up graduating from Christian Life Center down in Texas.
Yeah, which is
Okay, that's
which
what's
is
up.
funny because everybody, when I tell the story, and I told guys that on my team now that I used to live out here. I used to live in Texas. Like, well, I'm like, yeah, I used to go to school out here in the Christian Life Academy out in Humble, Texas, and stuff. So they're like, dang, you was all the way out there. I'm like, yeah, it was either this or I wasn't going to no college. So I had to find
Hmm.
a way to graduate, and I did, and the rest is history.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So when you think about Wellston High School, Oak Hill Academy, and Christian Life Center, which school molded the Ben McLemore that we saw at Kansas?
Oh, Wilson for sure, definitely,
Okay. Because you
definitely.
spent 2 years. You're two
My
years at Wellston, right?
first 3 years of high school was there.
Okay.
Obviously, I grew up in Wilson, so I lived there. So the way we grew up and the way we played the game of basketball was different from what other people
Hmm.
in mentality, of the game. So that definitely Wilson has definitely and always still would be a part of me and throughout the course of my years playing the game of basketball.
All right, so you went to my rival school. I like Mizzou. It's Mizzou sports all day. How did it feel going to Kansas? Kansas is legendary. Paul Pierce, like
Yeah.
all the names that have come down the Kansas line, and you got to be coached by Bill Self, like just one of the biggest names in college basketball. Like, how did that feel coming from just a small town, a
Oh
small community
man,
in St. Louis?
it was tough. I would say it was tough coming from our living coming from Missouri, and going to a, out of state school, rival school as well as that.
Hmm.
But the decision was tough between Missouri and Kansas. My mom was a big Mizzou fan at the time, but my uncle,
Come on.
yeah, and my uncle was a big Kansas fan because of Danny Manning. And I grew up watching Kansas a lot, so the decision was tough. But I think I made a great decision to go into Kansas. But that rival, Kansas Mizzou rival, was big, and obviously I didn't get the opportunity to play against them because of my year I sat out. But I was definitely looking forward to playing against Mizzou because I just know the excitement and the way the fans are getting to it and involved, and it was going to be a great game. Like my freshman year, it was. Uh,
Hmm.
but yeah, it was a great experience. Obviously, playing alongside with great players and being coached by Bill Self, one of the greatest, obviously, like into the Hall of Fame. It was amazing throughout my career in Kansas.
That's crazy. And then you were drafted number 7 based off of one season.
Based off one season.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a dream come true. Obviously, something that I always dreamed to do. I wanted to be an NBA player, and I did everything I needed to do to put myself in position to get to the position I'm in now and take care of my family, provide for my family for a long time.
So you're almost 7 years in. What do you remember about draft night?
Special, man, just having everybody that has been there with me, supporting my mom, my sisters, my little brother, long live Kevin McLemore, my little brother. Just looking back that he was there with me, and just walking across that stage, shaking David Stern's hand, and just as like I did it, I made it. I beat a lot of obstacles. I changed a lot as well, and I think it was just a dream come true to fulfill that success. So
That's
it was
pretty
amazing.
big.
Yeah, it was amazing. So.
And then you went to the Sacramento Kings. You played for a few years. How was that playing with DeMarcus Cousins? He's one of the most
Dominant
I should
players.
say. Yeah.
Dominant players, big mans.
Yes.
I've seen since I've been in the league. Obviously he's dealt with injuries and stuff like that, but I'm definitely positive he's obviously doing what he needs to do to get back into the position where he's been. But just playing in SAC for them 4 years, my first 4 years, and experienced a lot, the ups and downs, different game style, different coaches, teammates, and stuff like that. It was tough, but at the end of the day, God has his plans, and I'm in a great situation with the Houston Rockets. Obviously, we're in a tough time right now, dealing with this coronavirus, and having the
Right.
season suspended right now, and hopefully it get back to rocking, so I can start my first playoffs. I've never been to playoffs, so this
Oh,
will be
wow.
big for me, just being able to be finally on a team to make the playoffs, and a great successful accomplishment for myself.
Yeah, I mean, you played against some of the biggest names in NBA.
Yeah.
Like, you're playing alongside Russell Wilson and James Harden right now. Like, for all the kids out there who just want to know, how is that to be on the floor with those two figures?
Oh
Like,
man, it's amazing, especially playing with Russ, because I love to get up and down the floor. He loves to get up and down the floor as well. And then playing
mm-hmm.
with James, and spacing the floor for him, being able to be ready to catch and shoot for him when guys double team him, and just watch James just do James, and just go out there and just be best player out there on the floor every night, and just score the ball like crazy, man. And I told him one day on the bench, was like, yo, like, it's crazy, playing with you, and also crazy playing against you at the time and just guarding you and stuff like that. But being able to see each and every game that you go out here and just give teams fits after fits every day it's amazing. I don't see nobody else doing the things he does, and it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
It's just crazy to think, like, you had to face him, and now y'all get ready to coast into
Yeah,
a nice playoff run
yeah,
if we get the NBA season back.
right.
Even next year, you are set up to have a really good season. Austin Rivers, you got PJ Tucker. Like, how is it wearing, like, being next to PJ Tucker? What do you wear every night? Like, how do you decide what shoes you put on? Like,
Next to him, and my lockers is next to him as well. So
oh
I'm
wow,
like right in the mix of seeing all the shoes he has. His collection is amazing. Um, Even gave me a few pairs to rock in the game and
oh
things
wow,
like that. And because I started to got like once I got there, I'm like, as far as fashion, my fashion, I was able
mm-hmm.
to, show off my fashion a little bit more because knowing the Rockets and the guys that I was going to be a part of are high fashion guys. And then for shoes, I know, PJ Tucker is one of the big guys for a shoe collection.
Yeah,
And I was just like, I want to try to, have a few crazy kicks out there on the floor as well. And I try to do that this year, but it's not topping PJ Tucker, man. And he's a great guy. He's a great vet. He's very experienced. We have a great locker room. With Tyson Chandler being the veteran guy on the team, and Tavo and forearm, things like that.
Hmm.
Just we have a great team, and hopefully the season get back going and we can get back to business.
Yeah. How does it feel? Like, what kind of advice have they given you, especially some of the older veterans like Tyson? Like, what have they just sat down and told you over this last season that you've been with them?
Really, just especially they know situations I've been in throughout my career, and it's just all about finding a fit. And I finally was able to find a team the right fit that be able to let me explore my game as much as I can, and obviously just staying ready, staying patient, and staying prepared, and just going out there, just playing my game every night, and just not worrying about mistakes, making that because with Houston Rockets, you gonna have mistakes, and Coach D'Antoni let you play through the mistakes, and your teammates as well, James, Russ, PJ, they understand the mistakes, but you got to play through them, and they trust us to go out there, just play hard as we can each and every night.
All right. And who's been the toughest player to guard in the NBA for the time that you've been in it?
Oh, I always get this question, but I always say the same person, James Harden. Obviously, just he makes it difficult, especially being a lefty.
Hmm.
And his size as well. He's strong. Obviously, he has a great handle. He can shoot the ball. He can just kill you in different ways. But obviously, he's just a hell of a player.
Definitely. So I also know that you're a rapper.
That's a hobby, yeah.
You're putting the mind shumpert on this.
that's,
What made you want to start rapping, just dropping like little songs here and there?
well, I kind of like start playing with it in college in Kansas. I bought a laptop with me and my teammates and stuff, and it was crazy because I wasn't the person that's rapping. It was my teammates. They was rapping. I was just doing like the hooks or something, or making like doing the ad libs
Hmm.
and stuff like that. So they used to call me like the hook man, the ad lib man, and stuff like. And then I just like, let me give this a try. But I never been the guy like to rap. My little brother was a rapper. Obviously, I have a label. I have an artist named CoopDB. So I was never the rapper. Like I just play
Hmm.
basketball. Obviously, that's still what I do. But this is just something that on my free time I like to like I'm good. I love music, so I'm an ear for music and things like that. So when I hear something and obviously got better over the years, but yeah, started in college and obviously start I got better each and every day, each and every year, obviously, and and I put out a few songs. I even made a song I dropped probably like a couple of weeks ago called Pandemic 19. That just talking about the
Hmm.
situation we've been doing through this pandemic and coronavirus and stuff like just talking about it, how what we going through obviously and stuff. So but yeah, I mean I have a label. It'd be like a year now since I had it, since I dropped it. So I got two artists on the label, Coop DV and Lil One Finesse.
All right. Tell me a little bit more about CoopDB.
Coop DV, yeah, he's like a brother, man. He's like a brother. Uh, that's part of the label. Obviously, my little brother was going to be signed to the label as well before he passed. So it really is just Coop been a part of the family as well, and he wants to continue to help fulfill my little brother legacy and stuff like that. So and Coop has always been a rapper, even when I first met him through my little brother and stuff like that. And I just knew from the beginning when I first heard him sound, I just knew like he has it. He has the talent in it. He has the gift and craft and stuff like that. So over the years, we grow their relationship, their brotherhood, and eventually when I started this label, my brother and Coop was going to be on it. You know, once my brother passed away, it was tough for us, and Coop was just down to like, yo, look, I want to be on the label, just I want to do it for YM, on some family stuff, you know what I mean? So I was like, let's get it, let's continue to do it, and the rest is history. We just dropped a new single called
Hmm.
I Don't Know, featuring on BPZ and Lil Duke from YSL. So we trying to
Oh,
continue to,
that's big.
yeah. So we trying to continue to build the name and build the brand and continue to get more exposure and things like that. So
Okay, you say you had one other artist. I couldn't
yeah,
catch his name. I'm sorry.
no, it's a she.
Oh, it's a she.
Yeah, so little one finesse. She's from Chicago, but she's been living in St. Louis and stuff. She grew up with us, me and my older brother. She grew up with us in Wellston, but she's from Chicago. Um, Versatile as well. Is amazing. I would never think I have a girl artist that can do the type of things she can do. Is amazing. So little one finesse. She just dropped her first mixtape as well about a couple months ago. That's still popping. Called One on One Finesse. So you can go get it on iTunes. It's all on iTunes and stuff. So as well as that's CoopDB on a new single, all on all platforms. So
Okay. So you in Texas. You got lines to Megan Thee Stallion. You're trying to get her lines to Megan Thee Stallion. You know they just dropped that remix today.
yeah. So yeah, but like I said, she's amazing. She's talented. So
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people like her versatility and what she does, for a girl. So I'm we working so much on different things. Obviously, in this situation with the coronavirus and stuff like that, we stay at home or quarantine and stuff. But it's a time I told them it's a time where we find more material, we continue to write, and things like that. Finding the right sound you want and things like that. So just game planning right here and trying to come back and
That's
drop some nice singles and things like that. So.
okay. And the last thing I want to talk to you before I get to their questions, they got a lot of questions about basketball skills and things going
Hmm.
on down here. You have the foundation, the Kevin McLemore Foundation,
Hmm.
and you recently put out that you all were trying to get PPE to hospitals and other businesses. Were you successful in doing that?
Yeah, and it's still going on. My manager Hazim has done a great job with that, reaching out to different companies and hospitals and things like that that will be able to have access to these masks and stuff like that, which is great. And it just started when I woke up one morning and I just told my manager like, look, I want to try to do this. I want to try to find a way we can help these nurses and doctors and hospitals to when they around these patients that's have this virus and stuff like that. So and he right away found a company and the rest is history. Now we are able to help as many people or people can know where to reach and get it for of nothing. It's not expensive. You can they say you can go on eBay or whatever and it's like $20 per mask. With these you probably it's like $3 or $4. That's
Right.
what I mean. That's enough work. These hospitals can afford. So or be in a position where and I'm donating this stuff as well. But yeah, and it's all through Kevin McLemore Foundation, obviously named after my little brother.
Hmm.
So
And then you also do the Stop the Violence
yeah,
here in St. Louis the weekend. When can we expect that? After the coronavirus is over, after you are not quarantined?
as of right now, still staying planned. The dates are August 5th through the 9th. So still on board. And still it's when I say August, yeah, August 5th through the
Mm-hmm.
9th. So it's still on go, still on go. I haven't changed anything. I didn't postpone anything because I truly believe things will get back right, and we're gonna continue to have our assembly that we want. So I'm excited because this summer will be real nice. I think everybody will enjoy this year's now this Stop the Violence weekend. There's just so much activities and so much fun
Mm-hmm.
things that's going on and stuff. So I'm hoping, I'm praying every day that it continues. So just everybody stay patient. I know we're dealing with a tough time right now, but I think we are gonna get through it.
Okay. And so one other question. I saw the video. It was a kid that came on your live and he said he was your biggest
Yeah,
fan. How did that feel? Like somebody was crying to see you. Like you always dream of moments like that. You
yeah.
actually
I
had it.
kind of like that kind of hit me and touched me a lot, and I was just like. I kind of was like kind of holding it in a little bit, like don't cry, like don't do that, like it's okay, you know what I mean? And but that made me feel special, obviously. And I told him, man, you made my day by just expressing his feelings about me and things like that. But I'm always for the kids, and if you know me, I'm always for the kids. I love the kids, and I want to do as much as I can for the communities and for the kids and the youth. So that right there was touching.
And so some of the basketball questions down here at the bottom, they're asking what kind of drills can they do to perfect shooting. You got any advice?
Um, really just see. As I got older, I used a gun these days that and just get a lot of spot up shots. But drills, far as drills, you can always, if you by yourself, you don't have a rebounder, you can always do the elbow drill. You know, spin the ball to the elbow, work on your left, right feet. Always using your legs into your shot. Do both sides. There's just so many. I can definitely talk to my trainer about some different ones. But as far as a shooter, those simple drills you can do the form shooting to help. Balance your legs, keeping your feet balanced, and just using your elbows straight all the way up. You can use that. You can use the elbow drills, like I said, and trying to think of some other ones. I think the basic ones are the ones I just said. Obviously, you want to keep it basic and simple.
All right, got another question. You have any advice for anybody trying to get to the NBA?
Keep believing. Don't quit. Like word from Nipsey, don't quit. Continue to trust in yourself. You have a goal. You have a dream. Continue to fulfill it. Continue to work whatever you need to do. Continue that hard work and dedication to fulfill that dream.
Definitely. And when can we expect the movie? Because your life is like a movie, my guy. You got the kids and the wife now, and you've really come a
Man,
long
it's
way.
crazy that you said that. Is me and my manager has we have been talking about a documentary
Hmm.
or some type of movie, but I think a documentary would be real nice. And a lot of people came to me about it, and I told them, I'm like, man, I even was like, man, I need to do a movie or a documentary about my life and my story because when I tell people my story, they just like they want to see it. Like they want like damn. But I always told if I do a movie or documentary, especially a movie, the characters that I will want to play me is Michael B. Jordan or Jamie Foxx. Um,
Okay.
but that means I have to hurry up and get to it because
Yeah.
they not getting younger by the day. So
No.
and neither am I. So, but yeah, I'm definitely that's something that's been in my mind that I want to do is do a documentary or a movie for sure about my story.
Okay, well, thank you for checking in.
No
Congratulations. I
problem.
think your son turns 1 sometime soon, right?
Turn one in September. It's crazy. My
Wow.
daughter just turned 3. Um,
Mhm.
I just bought a new house here in Sacramento. Obviously, it's with the Houston
Congrats.
Rockets, which is nice. Thank you. My son turned 1 in September, and my oldest brother, Keith, get out in December. So it's a lot of good
Oh,
things that's happening
wow.
for me and my family. So uh, 2020 hasn't been as bad. So it's still some positive outcome coming in 2020. So I want to take every day as positive, continue with positive vibes and things like that. So yeah, because I know we're gonna get through
Yeah.
this virus and this corona and stuff. So just continue to pray on it, and obviously stay safe, stay home. Use this time to spend as much quality time with your family because once everything get back to normal, it's back to work. So I try to use as much as time I can with my family.
Right. Well, you said it. That's I can end on that note.
Yeah,
Hopefully, I can see you, Brad, and Jason all in All-Star game one
yeah.
day. So
So
you have a
I'm
great day.
you too. Thank you. Shout out to 104.1.